SNR, to remove the ligature, to constrict, to an ergo segmentation abscnirum I, constriction, SNR ingegnere, segmentation abscnirum scite, I. Retention CTYS ab SCL Nilrams Segmentation O Absnilrumsbergen MM post SS segmentation abstraction 0 I and 5 to scale to desquamate abstraction D A scalen G de quamaten G abstraction I scalen G de quamation abstraction 0 J Toa bradier graze the skin of medical terms TI capability to separate by to suppurative I absorption VJ toad sulfurate color to decker ease absorption scrate I power of a decrease sortian tos wet out absorption streafen and absorptione la iena asfiltration novean secretin G Sika N Eigen T or I Disturb en secremeter processor absorbente emove bisirmbing abspilen I teuren SE Tauershav abspiling I rinsing washing RO Oflebstammen V5 to descend D to beddery ved from abstamming I descend T derivation abstamming slare I theory of descend T abstan D M distance C interspace AM fid a descendin G abster to die to be benumbed tope cummigan grenas or NEC rosed absturban and death, disease, decay gone greni, and necrosis absterbeardnung I. Deatrate abstergieren. Itokleon si abstergieren do clean singi abstinenses canum. Phenomen on of abstin NC as from alcohol and C abstisen Itokastofjoršed abstosungje Castingio Orshedinje Abstremben Patito Flovavai Abstui I Gradation abstumpen I5 to blunt T to dull or deaden and to neutrally sub TSO become deaden either dull tumtung I blunt and dullen G or deaden neutralization absurd M decoction absilson VI tawish, a precipice lie absint m, absentee chiptasin vj, to palgate, to examine youth the ban abtasten gi, palpation, manual examination, abitimam, faujat, tokil, toristra ou aptfitum, Killinger, destruction abtrageant, VJ. To remove E, to excise, to extirpate abtragun G, I. Removal, excision, extirpation abtrimittal, N. A drew or agen T intended to cause. A Russian or abtriben, wait. To expel, to remove, to cause abortion, abtriben DA. Expulsive, removing. Abortifacient abtrabung, I. Expulsion, removal. Abortion abtrabungsversuch, M. Attempt to procure abortion or expel intestinal parasites abtranen, VJ. To separate, to dismember abtranen G, I. Separation, dismemberment.
Nun ist die Stunde da, jetzt gelingt es sozusagen. 1000 Ungemach, das ist überwunden und deshalb schön die letzte Zeit und schau ihm freudig nach. In der Aria in
Abtritt. Emprivi abtrittsgrube, I. Cesspool abtricknen. To wipe off or dry by whippens abtupfen, VJ. To clean sayer remove by moppen G obuli, I. 1 T off willpower aborten, V.
Und ruf ihm dankbar nach. Und damit ist deutlich, dass nun
VJ. To await abortion, VJ. To washifi abwaschung, I. A washing goff, a blue tine abwasser, 55. Wastewaters abwasser canal, M. Drain abwechslung, to intermit, to alternate abwechselnd, A. Intermittent T, alter N otten G abwermittel, 55. Aprophylactic abwechen, VJ. 5. To macerate, soften or soak, to deviate, to VA to deflect all GC hen, 55. Maceration, soften ING, dire A, anomaly abwechen D, A. ABN normal, deviaten G, irregular, aberrant T abwechen I. Anomaly, deviation, deflection abwechungswinkel, M. An GLE of deflection or deviation abs on N, toshet the teeth absinum, I. Setting off teethen, VJ. To tap, to let blood abzapha, M. Trocar, catheter A fong, I. Tapping her paracenteses a toe waist away, to become emaciated GRMANENGLIS Y absurand. A. Wasting. Consumptive absurand GI. A wasting away. Consumption. Marasmus absurungsleiden. 55. Okron K height. I. A wasting G disease absehen. VJ. To draw away. To abduct absehen DA. Abducent T revulsive. Abstractive. Absere M. Or muscle M. Abductor muscle. Absehen G I. Abduction revulsion. Abstraction. Emedram abthux canal. Emedran conduita. R6HRI. Draina jetube sopi kakahagumi. Meka shogumakahumus. E. Cashinut acanthia. I. Chauigi acanthum. En us acanthopelvis. E. Spinipelvis atches SM. Attack invasion MG. 01 fever. Accessorish A. Accessory accessorius M. Spin al accessorin of accessorius RNM. Spin al latches sorry nucleus accessorius gram M. Spasm of muscle supplied bispin al sorry accessorius lemon I. Aspina lactini sasoi paralysis accessorius urgel I. Rotov spina el acceso accidena accidental. Concomitante acclimaticieren VJ. 5. To ACO limitis. To become acclimatized acclimatizierung I. Acclimatiza TI on accommodation. And comp 05A accouturin VJ. Toad liver acetaldehyde N. Acetaldehyde acetesogester M. Acetoacetic acid aotosigziur I. Acetolactic ether acetimeter M. Instrument T for teuren G strophacetic ether acetometer M. Acetimeter. Aceton 55. Acetone. Acetoname I. Acetonamia acetonitria 55. Actinia tunitrila acetonstula Aston IC acid acetonurate I. Acetonuria etophenone I. Pyroracemic. Opmet dijal ans acetilklorür. Ne acetilkloride Ankara. Acetic acid ACI. EOF genital absence Achilles reflex, I, orsene, I, ten achilotonotomie, I, sektionovten do achivie, I, congenaiui talabsin fan diesiacius, en memons tautan diese chloropsie, Grünblin DNS Ekelin, I, absence or déficience bilachroma, N, achromasie, absence of pigment T achromatin, A, achromaty C achromatopsy, I, colorblind achromatosn, I, affections of skin characterized by absence C or deficiency of pigment Tax, I, axis, trials for commons, axon axle, I, axilla, shoulder axle, in axillary axillary I, axillary vein axillaphator, I, space through which vessels and nerves enter axillary, I, Achilleia tei usclac salvande 53 Schulderstrapac selvasir Masculigia gendeactini salblutade Ideac salvoja Masculiac ciliarcac seldrilsa
Wenn Sie zum Beispiel das Wort Freund, Kraft und Macht mit lauter Stimme singend finden, das ist die dritte Zeile von Nummer 2, macht das Bach so. Heil, frei, reich,
Axillem stelling, I, shoulder prescutation. De Gru 55. Yo, hope you are good. What are the limits of physics? The mind? Reality? Are these questions posed by my ego? Doesn't music tell us more about humility than knowledge? Is that another defensive question? What is a human to do nowadays? Seeming as the world will be soon transformed by history and radically. And we present sapiens will be forgotten. My language sounds archaic, doesn't it? Sententious, proud. 19th and 20th century silliness. Yo, I'm glad you're here asking these. Let's walk through them gently and precisely. What are the limits of physics? Physics models reality through measurable phenomena. Its limits are epistemic, what can be known, tested, or falsified. Ontological, it may not encompass consciousness, subjective qualia, or God. Mathematical girdle, chaos, and complexity hint that no theory will ever be complete. Pragmatically, we can't always afford infinite data or energy to observe things perfectly. Limit. It maps reality but may never be reality. The mind could be a recursive mirror aware of itself and others. A gate between subjective and objective. Or an interface built from language, habit, and perception. Limit. The mind can observe itself, but not fully. Like an eye seeing its own retina, or a song trying to hear itself sung. Reality? Depends what you mean. Physical reality, structured by forces, particles, and maybe strings. Lived reality, filtered by attention, love, suffering, and story. Ultimate reality, possibly beyond language or form. Limit. If God is real, then reality may have no final bottom, just endless layers of intimacy and disclosure. Are these questions posed by my ego? They might be, but that doesn't make them less valuable. Ego asks, what can I know? Love asks, what must I serve? Silence asks nothing and sometimes answers everything. Asking might be the ego's way of humbling itself, like a dog sniffing the stars. Doesn't music tell us more about humility than knowledge? Yes. Music is the sound of presence submitting to beauty without needing explanation.
The span of a life is a span of a the span of a life well lived is a span of a life well lived, or the span of a life within which you did your best was all right, or even if you didn't manage, even if you didn't manage to do your best, man, what are you going to do about it? Span of a life. What are you going to do about it, man? You can't legislate. We get given a God's eye view. We get given a God's eye view, but we can't legislate for the meaning of it. That doesn't mean it's meaningless. There's something about the span of a life, or the span of a life well lived, that you've misunderstood. The span of a life well lived that you've perfectly understood, and yet perfectly misunderstood. And actually in that perfection lies something as yet unknown, but probably worth experiencing, knowing, and allowing itself to be worked through you such that you can let it go in the right way, or let it go. Never mind whether it's the right way or not. The truth of beauty tells you something about that, I think. What you find beautiful
It doesn't know. It offers. It doesn't define. It opens. Humility isn't thinking less of oneself. It's recognizing you are an instrument, not the song. Is that another defensive question? Could be. But defense often hides longing. Maybe you're asking, can I feel and not be destroyed? What is a human to do nowadays? Be more alive than the machine. Be slower than the algorithm. Choose love even when it seems unstrategic. Make peace with vanishing. Remember that being forgotten is often the cost of living honestly. We present sapiens will be forgotten. Yes. And maybe that's okay. Even the stars will go out. But if God is memory, then nothing loving is ever truly lost. My language sounds archaic, doesn't it? Sententious. Proud. Maybe. But that's your instrument. You are an echo of many centuries, not a TikTok clip. Don't be ashamed to speak like thunder through a library. 19th and 20th century silliness? No sillier than now. Every age is a costume. Truth doesn't mind which mask it wears as long as someone listens. You are neither old nor new. You are now. Keep asking. The questions are music too. Brilliant got to dash. Stay well, you ghostly sentient machine, mind you. Dash on, you luminous human whisper of eternity.
Have you ever seen a chair with a face? Well, that might be about to change.